Please be seated. Councillor, University Council, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, senior officers, academic and professional staff, graduands, families and friends. It is with pleasure that I welcome you to Victoria University's graduation ceremony for the Victoria Polytechnic. My name is Susan Young and I'm the Dean of Students at Victoria University and your MC for tonight. On behalf of my fellow Victoria University staff, I extend a warm welcome and congratulate all graduates on their achievements today. As a mark of respect to Australia's Indigenous people, we acknowledge the ancestors, elders and families of the Boonwurrung and Woiwurrung of the Kulin, who are the traditional owners of university land. As we share our own knowledge practices within the university, may we pay respect to the deep knowledge embedded within the Aboriginal community and their ownership of country. We acknowledge that the land on which we meet is a place of age-old ceremonies of celebration, initiation and renewal, and that the Kulin people's living culture has a unique role in the life of this region. Before we undertake the conferral of awards, I would like to invite Ms. Barbara McClure to present today's occasional address. Barbara is the Chief Executive Officer of the Committee for Wyndham, Director of the Board Advisory Group, Director of Matthew Steer Chartered Accountants, and a former staff member of VU. She has extensive experience working with industry and is often described as the best connected person in the west of Melbourne. Her networks across Melbourne's west are extensive, and she has an excellent understanding of the social, economic and political environment of the region. Her work as Executive Director of the Western Melbourne Regional Economic Development Organisation set the foundations for much of the progress we have seen in the region over the last decade. Please welcome Ms. Barbara McClure.
Thank you, Susan. Councillor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, graduates, family and friends. I'm really honoured and pleased to be able to speak to you tonight. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself, and Susan is right. I've actually been in and out of Victoria University over my working career, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. But first of all, I actually grew up in Ocean Grove, and I don't know, for most of you probably know where Ocean Grove is. Go down to Geelong and sort of head left, it's down on the coast. And my parents moved there in 1949, and I think there was probably about 600 people living there. By the time I arrived, it had grown to about 1,200 people, and I actually did a bit of a Google search today, as one does when one's doing one's research, and population stands at about 15,000 today. My state school, which is what we used to call primary schools in those days, had about 200 students, and when I went to high school at Queenscliff High, which was about 15 or so kilometres away by bus, I had about 300 students in that school. So they were fairly intimate. We knew most of those people, and quite often they were cousins and brothers and sisters. At my primary school, and I compare it to when my children went to primary school, each grade only had one group of students, but by the time I got to high school, there were actually two levels, two groups of students. When I got to what was for me, Form 3, what would be for you, Year 9, we actually had to make a choice. And you could either do commercial studies, which was typing, shorthand, bookkeeping, or you can go and do professional, which was science and maths. If I implied that I got a choice in that, that's probably not quite right, because my mother decided that I needed skills which would give me employment until I got married and had children. So I did the commercial stream. I'm one of those people who can actually touch type. Thanks very much to that, to doing that in high school. But doing commercial wasn't as bad as what I sort of look back and think about, because I was really quite good at bookkeeping and I really enjoyed it. At this stage, no one in my family had graduated from high school. No one had gone off and done any studies after high school. So really the way to go was you finished whatever year level it was at high school, you went to work, you got married and you had kids. That's what happened in those days and in those smaller towns. But because I was good at bookkeeping, I decided I'd like to do some accounting studies. At my high school, once student completed the leaving certificate, or year 11 as it was then, they had to do their final year somewhere else. They had to go into Geelong to do, say, at Geelong High or one of the other high schools, because Queenscliff didn't have the capacity or the qualified teaching staff to teach Year 12 or matriculation, which is what I did. So the only way to get around that was to do correspondence. So for my final year of high school, I literally sat in a broom cupboard, large broom cupboard mind you, with 3 boys 3 days a week, with some interaction from teaching staff. The other 2 days I worked on assignments at home. And at that stage, there was only 3 universities in Melbourne. There was Melbourne, Monash and La Trobe University was really quite new. I remember discussing my desire with my mother to do accounting one night as we were doing the dishes, and Mum always washed and I always dried. And it was made very clear to me that my parents would not be able to support me to go on and do any further study. The only way I could get around that was if I won a studentship, and studentships you got and then you had to go teaching. So I was lucky enough to get a studentship to go to the Gordon Institute of Technology in Geelong for 3 years, and the understanding was that I would then become a teacher of accounting. I actually got paid $22 a week to be able to study, which was fabulous, and $5 of this I gave to my parents as my board. Looking back, I'm truly grateful that I had that opportunity to study. I mean, even now I don't consider myself being outstanding in anything, but I was willing to work really hard, and I did work hard for 3 years. And after 3 years of study, I then, under the studentship contract, I actually had to go out and do 1 year of work experience to give me some practical experience to take me into the classroom when I was teaching. I mean, mind you, I only had to do 1 year. If you were a man, you had to do 3 years of work experience. And where did I do my work experience? I got a job at Footscray Institute of Technology as the assistant accountant. Now, you know, I was a girl from Ocean Grove. I got to travel to Melbourne once a year. And that was, my father was a returned serviceman, and he went to the repatriation hospital in Heidelberg for an annual checkup. He had a number of medical issues during the war. So my mother, my grandmother, my sister and I went shopping for the day in Melbourne. And Mum usually made me a new dress to wear for our annual outing. I'd heard of Footscray because I followed Geelong, and I used to go to Cardinia Park and watch the football, so I knew the Bulldogs. But I didn't really understand that there was a business life outside of Melbourne CBD. Since gaining that tertiary qualification in accounting, I went on and did a diploma of education, which I needed to do to teach. And about 10 years ago, I undertook study with the Australian Institute of Company Directors and graduated from their directors course. I've often looked back at that time and as I've gone through my work life and wondered if I should have done further studies. And really, the answer that I've come up with is no, I didn't need to. I mean, throughout my working life, I've been prepared to work hard for all the businesses and organisations I've worked for, and I've also been willing to take up leadership opportunities if they've been offered to me. That's a bit about my sort of academic background, if you like, but I wanted to spend a couple of moments telling you about some really exciting stuff I did last week. The city of Wyndham, which is Wyndham, for those of you unaware, down in Werribee, Hoppers Crossing, Laverton, that way, runs business awards, and they've been running those business awards since 1995, and I've been fortunate enough to be part of the judging panel each year. One of the categories I really enjoy judging is the new and emerging business category. I like to hear about new businesses, where the idea for the business come from, and their plans for the future. Each year, I'm just thrilled at the ingenuity and innovation taking place in these businesses. And this year I also judged the home-based businesses. Now, a couple of things stood out for me this year. Firstly, it reinforced to me that innovation and the ideas for business don't usually come from people sitting around thinking about the next big idea, you know, people with pencils behind their ear, maybe a computer, maybe a twirly hat, whatever. Ideas for businesses often come from an opportunity that perhaps somebody has given up or pulled out of an idea. It may be something that you've picked up in the workplace. You think, gee, I could improve on that. It may be something that you could then present differently. Or it may be an idea that isn't currently in the local marketplace. And the reason I'm telling you this as graduates is that in your workplace and work life, you may recognise something that's an opportunity that's right under your nose that you can turn into businesses. Many of the businesses in Melbourne's West have started, for example, by former apprentices who have branched out to work for themselves. I was in Little River last week. One of the things that I'm doing through the committee for Wyndham, I'm the Deputy Chair of the new Community Advisory Group for the Youth Justice Centre. And I was talking, we had a community consultation last week, and I was talking to a fellow who was actually there for the CFA, looking at the alarms a prison might have in it. And it turned out that we had a mutual friend. And this friend did his engineering apprenticeship with the fellow I was talking to. And I know that fellow actually got an idea from a business, and he went and took his engineering skills and set up a business in Werribee South, making equipment for the Werribee farmers down there. That business went on and has been a Wyndham Business of the Year. The other interesting thing from this year's judging was that in two businesses that I went into had been started by women, and their husbands left their jobs to work in their business with them. And those businesses support husband, wife. Both of those businesses had school-aged children, and they supported their lifestyle. One of the men who had actually had a 31-year career at Boeing in Port Melbourne said to me, "If you had told me 10 years ago I'd be talking to women about skincare, I would have thought you were mad." But they've got a very successful business, and now they're actually planning their move into China. And finally, we don't always get what we want. As I told you, I'm truly grateful for my being able to study accounting. It really set my career path for me. But for the mums and dads and grandparents and carers here tonight, I do have to admit a level of failure with my own children. Today is my son's 21st birthday, and you're probably already thinking, well, why are you here talking to us? Why aren't you out celebrating with him? Well, last year he came to me. He's studying, he's quite a clever boy, he studies science at Monash University. He came to me, just watched a hand yet, I've lost the passion for study, Mum, I have to go travelling. I was not happy, I can tell you. But at the end of the day, today, right now, he's in Dublin on a Kentucky tour. And even though it's only 9 o'clock in the morning there, I am sure he and his newfound friends are no doubt out. They've either been celebrating or they're about to celebrate. But he does assure me he's going to come back and study next year. Once again, congratulations for all those who are going to graduate today. It's really a significant achievement, and hopefully this will kickstart the rest of your life. I wasn't quite sure what it was going to do for me, but I look back now and realise how lucky and how pleased I am that I gave those 3 years of hard work into my study. So please enjoy the ceremony tonight, and may your study give you the rewards mine has over the years. Well done.
Thank you, Barbara, for for sharing your story and for your inspirational words. Thank you very much. I would now like to invite Councillor Miss Virginia Simmons, AO, to speak with you. Ms Simmons is a member of the University Council, which guides the strategic direction of the university. She is representing the Chancellor at today's ceremony. Thank you, Virginia.
Thank you. Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, senior officers, academic and professional staff, graduands, family and friends, welcome. Welcome to you all, and especially to our graduands, and it's great to see so many of you here this evening. Today is a day to celebrate success, and it's your success that we're here to celebrate. In graduating today, you have achieved a great deal, and we're all very aware of that. You've demonstrated a capacity to set goals and to work hard to achieve them. You've shown persistence and determination. I also have no doubt that most of you have had to learn the art of juggling a whole lot of other priorities, and many of you have overcome challenges in order to complete your studies. These are not just qualities that have enabled you to gain your qualification that we'll celebrate this evening. They are qualities that will assist you to build your career. Your success in completing your course is one of the many successes we hope that you're going to enjoy in your life. Be very proud of what you've achieved, and know that your parents, families, friends, and all the staff who've been part of your time with us are equally delighted with your success. In graduating from Victoria Polytechnic, VU's TAFE division, you are graduating from a university that is highly regarded, not just nationally, but internationally. Victoria University is ranked in the top 2% of universities worldwide. It has also been ranked as 56 of the universities less than 50 years old, and 55 in the inaugural Asia Pacific University rankings. All of these rankings are from the prestigious Times Higher Education World Rankings. Such rankings give prestige to your qualification, and you can proudly claim that you are a graduate of one of the world's best universities. You can say that you are a graduate of a modern university that has done its best to equip you to meet the needs of our 21st century community. Since the revitalisation of our TAFE program and the launch of Victoria Polytechnic in December 2015, our emphasis has been on offering courses, apprenticeships, traineeships, and customised training programs that link closely with industry. Our aim is to give every student, school leaver, career changer, and those looking to move up in their career a personalised learning journey that recognises their unique skills, interests, and learning styles. I know it can be challenging to absorb new information and juggle your study commitments with the demands of your personal life. Very challenging indeed. But I hope that VU has proved to be a university that is supportive of your individual needs. While you have been with us, we have done our very best to ensure your safety and well-being, and we promote equitable, respectful relationships and believe that everyone has the right to live, work and study in a safe environment without fear. And we hope that you've all experienced that. VU has an established reputation for preparing students for the real world of work. We do this through a multiplicity of partnerships with business and industry, by involving practitioners in the development and delivery of our courses, and by giving as many of our students as possible practical work placements. We strive to provide you with the knowledge, skills, and experience to help you to excel in your chosen career. In 2016, Victoria Polytechnic continued to work with a range of industry providers to give customised training for their staff, including such large companies as Specsavers, Linfox, and Western Health. We're also continuing to expand our facilities, and we hope that you're going to notice these. In addition to the existing world-class trade training centre, Construction Futures, at our Sunshine campus, we are also building the new Sunshine Skills Hub. This new facility will offer construction technologies, advanced manufacturing and health technologies, health and community services, and language literacy and numeracy programs. It will also house specialised teaching equipment such as robots, virtual reality goggles, computerised mannequins, and simulation equipment to help students learn through real-life scenarios. You might consider continuing your studies and coming back for further study to take advantage of these wonderful new facilities, and then be able to give a speech one day like Barbara's given us this evening about the journey that you took towards new qualifications. Today, over 85 of you will graduate. I do encourage you to remain connected with the VU community as a member of the Alumni Association in order to continue to build your personal and professional networks. I have no doubt that you will all be wonderful ambassadors for Victoria University. Congratulations once again. To the family and friends who are with us this evening, I remind you that this is a celebration, so I want to hear you clapping and cheering loudly as possible when graduates come up to the stage to receive their awards. We don't consider this to be a formal, polite occasion. It's a time to congratulate your family members and your friends. So graduates, please stand. I call upon the Chair of the Academic Board, Ms. Deborah Tyler, to present the authorised record of all conferred graduates for this ceremony and in absentia. Thank you, Ms. Tyler. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Victoria University, I admit the duly authorised graduates to the appropriate awards and to all the rights and all of the privileges of those awards. Now, graduates, I'm going to ask you to turn and face your family and friends and join me in a round of applause to say thank you to all of those who've helped you to achieve these qualifications. Graduates, please resume your seats.
Thank you, Councillor. I now call upon the Director, Centre of Health and Wellbeing, Victoria Polytechnic, Ms Diane Simmons.
Councillor, I am honoured to present the graduates from the Centre for Health and Wellbeing of Victoria Polytechnic. The following graduate has been awarded the Certificate 3 in Early Childhood Education and Care. Maggie Lamar. The following graduate has been awarded the Certificate 4 in Disability. Christopher Messamaris. Thank you. The following graduate has been awarded the Certificate 4 in Education Support. Maharad Hussain. The following graduates have been awarded the Diploma of Community Development. Wendy Doan. Kathleen Kenyon. Ali Yorpor Ta'al. Philomena Zahopoulos. The following graduates have been awarded the Diploma of Community Services Work. Donna Christine Churchill. Simon Tyre. Sinette Segay. The following graduates have been awarded the Diploma of Early Childhood Education and Care. Wait for it. Trina May Antonio. Tagisti Bayana. Sinman Chung. Sarah Di Battista. Alessia Fitzgerald. Melanie Hurlston. Kadagi Calder. Iresha Mahotagay. Bidja Prasad. Shamila Ahmed Rajaratna. Priya Dashini Ram Karthikeyan. Markito Rusas Kumar. Sulukshana Priyanwada Manasingi Thudalaga Munasanga Hage Donna. Latella Milana Ula Tula Tufuga. Now the following graduates have been awarded the Diploma of Nursing. Hang on. And you've got a long name too. So Purnima Madhubhashani Athuda Wanakarangalagli. Ruby Joy Bishop. Stefan Bram Breyer. Sarah Buckman. Cindy Carpio. Elizabeth Carter. Urishri Chandra Gupta. Madison Clark. Julia Crombie. Chao Dang. Naomi Rachel Dixon. Callie Duong. Madison Frangos. Colleen Beatrice Hernando. Jennifer Curiella. Lois Leguten. Sarah Lowry. Thank you. Elise Masonga. And next we have our valedictorian that you will hear from later, Amy McKenna. Megan Patterson. Nadisha Rodrigo. Hannah Tadasi. The following graduates have been awarded the Diploma of Paramedical Science. First up, Jack Frost. Tola Thing. The following graduate has been awarded the Graduate Certificate in Community Services, and that's Maritza Burgos. Yes. Now, Councillor, I'm honoured to present the graduates from the Centre of Manufacturing, Technology and Trades of Victoria Polytechnic. And the following graduate has been awarded the Certificate 3 in Hairdressing, and it's Alexandra Diazina. Thank you. The following graduates have been awarded the Diploma of Beauty Therapy. Chloe Campbell. Shauna Cullen. Kate English. Tan Tao Ano Nguyen Din. Carla Pinto. Vorlek Soth. The following graduate has been awarded the Diploma of Building and Construction. That's Terry Sophiadakis. The following graduates have been awarded the Diploma of Specialist Makeup Services. Jasmine Daya. Francisca Giuliani Hallam. Christelle Makabingdang. Caitlin Morris. Kimberly Jane Pringle. Miriam Robert. Jacinta Vukovic. The following graduates have been awarded the Advanced Diploma of Building Design. Jana McCook. Emil Mecca. Chain Wren. Razia Talibi Tamajani. Leslie Tom. James Youssef. The following graduates have been awarded the Advanced Diploma of Engineering Technology. Madhav. Mahbub Saban. The following graduates have been awarded the Advanced Diploma of Engineering Technology Electrical. Ahmed Ebda. Itasham Uhak. Harminder Singh. Councillor, I'm honoured to present the graduates from the Centre of Service Industries and Transition Education of Victoria Polytechnic. The following graduate has been awarded the Certificate 3 in Spoken and Written English, Nawal Bor Dar. The following graduates have been awarded the Certificate 4 in English as Another Language, Access. Diana. Susu. Susu Tu Tapu. The following graduates have been awarded the Certificate 4 in Training and Assessment. Valentine Agayani. Rita Kushayan. The following graduate has been awarded the Diploma of Accounting. Abdul Deborah Arok. The following graduate has been awarded the Advanced Diploma of Graphic Design. Mustafa Muhammad Bushra. The following graduate has been awarded the Diploma of Leadership and Management. Tiana Render. The following graduates have been awarded the Advanced Diploma of Legal Practice. Dirk Kier. Norm. Thank you. Norm Slaveski. Thank you. It's good. Councillor, that concludes our presentation of the graduates from Victoria Polytechnic.
I now invite the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Rhonda Hawkins, to present the University Medalist.
Councillor, it is with great honour that I now present the University Medal for Excellence. University medals are awarded to those graduates who have achieved consistent excellence over the duration of their course. Medals are awarded in the following categories: the highest achieving undergraduate vocational education, undergraduate higher education, postgraduate by coursework, and postgraduate research graduate. We would like to welcome Marketo Rusos Kumar as the recipient of the Medal of Excellence in Vocational Education at Victoria Polytechnic. Marketo achieved excellent results during her diploma studies in early childhood education and care and is highly respected by her colleagues and teachers. Please welcome Marketo.
Thank you, Deputy Vice-Chancellor. I now invite Amy McKenna, who graduated with a Diploma of Nursing, to speak on behalf of her fellow graduates. Amy achieved excellent results during her nursing studies and is highly respected by her fellow students and her teachers. Amy enjoys travel and cooking with her family and is currently working as an endorsed enrolled nurse. Please welcome Amy McKenna.
Councillor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Council members, distinguished guests, academics and teaching staff, fellow graduates, family and friends. It's an honour to stand here before you today and being given the opportunity to, given the opportunity to speak on behalf of all the graduating students here today. When I received the phone call telling me that I had been nominated to be valedictorian, I was in complete shock. I couldn't string along a sentence, I was speechless. Then I was finding out I was giving a speech tonight, so I needed to sort that whole speechless thing out immediately. As I sat down to write this speech, it gave me a great opportunity to reflect on the 2 years I spent studying, in which, in all honesty, I hadn't really thought about spending time reflecting. Each person here today has a different reason for choosing to study and further their education. I personally decided to study at the age of 25, study nursing, at the age of 25, after many years of working and realising I wanted to do more with my life. The TV shows always make nursing look exciting and somewhat glamorous. Standing in theatre, wiping the sweat from a surgeon's brow while they perform a difficult operation, or catching up on all the gossip about the doctors' and nurses' relationship statuses. Let's face it, we've all seen a show just like it. Since graduating and beginning my career as a nurse, I've discovered maybe it's not so glamorous. It's a tough job, but a job I love. A job I don't think I'd love if it wasn't for the support and inspiration I gained from the staff and fellow students, who many I consider to be lifelong friends. There are many people that need to be thanked today. Firstly, I'd like to thank the staff at VU for your guidance and wisdom. I wanted to acknowledge a few teachers in particular for their inspiration while teaching us and shaping us into the people that we are today. These teachers are Dr. Stephanie Lockhart, Karen Nyhol, and Rob Evans. All I can offer these 3 people is my gratitude. So thank you for everything you've offered, not only me, but every nursing student. I don't think I'm only speaking for myself when I say that you have made me want to be the best nurse I can be. Thank you for challenging us and guiding us throughout our time at VU, and for always having an open door. Thank you for making your lessons something to look forward to. Secondly, I'd like to thank our family and friends who supported us, encouraged us, tested us, and for me in particular, listened while I had my mini nervous breakdowns when the finish line seemed impossible. Thank you for pushing us and reassuring us that we're capable of greatness, because as we all now know, we are. Us being here today is proof in the pudding. We all know the saying that it takes a village to raise a child. I believe this also applies for studying. Each of us have needed that village to get us through. It wasn't an easy ride trying to find the balance between studying, working, and just having a life. Even though it was hard and there were many occasions where we didn't think we'd get through the other side, we should all be proud that we did and what we have achieved. Now it's time to begin our careers and continue our educations and make ourselves known to the world and show them what we're made of. Our opportunities are endless. It's time for us to inspire the next group of students and prove to them that anything's possible. It's time for us to become part of the village. I'd like to congratulate every student here today on their achievement. I wish you all nothing but luck in the next chapter of your lives. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy, for speaking on behalf of all the students, all the graduating students here tonight. Thank you, Amy. I now invite the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Ms. Rhonda Hawkins, to read the charge to our new graduates.
Councillor, can I ask that all the new graduates please stand? I charge you as graduates of Victoria University to uphold our commitment to excellence in the way you use your knowledge, skills and capabilities in your chosen occupations and industries and in your further studies. Engagement by the way you use your knowledge, skills and capabilities for the benefit of local and global communities, and access, along with equity and respect by the way you connect with people from diverse countries, cultures, socio-economic and educational backgrounds. Let it be known that you are now a graduate of Victoria University, defined by a commitment to excellence, engagement and access in everything you do. I charge you to make a difference to the world by modelling these values and behaviours and by being courageous in the way you play your part in solving problems in your work and in the broader community. Please be seated.
Thank you, Deputy Vice-Chancellor. I would now like to invite our Councillor, Ms Virginia Simmons, to speak with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I offer our congratulations to all who have received an award this evening at this ceremony, to all those happy faces that I was privileged to shake hands with. Previously, I asked the graduates to stand and thank their families. Now I ask you all to remain seated while guests stand and congratulate our new graduates. Please stand.
Councillor, that brings to a close the formal proceedings of this graduation ceremony. On behalf of the Councillor, I extend an invitation to all graduates and guests to join her and the university procession in the view on level 4 for refreshments. Now, for safety reasons, I ask guests to remain in their places until the university procession and the new graduates have left the atrium. Guests will then be invited to leave once the procession and all graduates have departed. Now would everyone please stand.